It's 10 o'clock, everybody. It's April 14th, 2025. Our weekly agenda and minutes. Do I have a motion to approve?
I motion to approve board staff and regular session April 7th.
And the agenda, I would second.
Okay, we got a motion, a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Any public comment? Seeing none, moving on to new business. Mr. Auditor,
Claims are prepared, sir.
is there a motion to approve the claims?
I so moved.
Motion by Watts, second by Carl. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion approved. Any payroll?
We have the warrant register for period ending 4/5/2025.
Is there a motion to approve the payroll?
I move to approve payroll.
Second.
Motion second, any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye,
Aye.
motion carried. Is there any drainage?
I have no new drainage to report.
Moving on to item number 4, is there a motion to approve the clerk's monthly report of fees?
So, a second?
Motion by Watts, second by Carl. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carried. Item number 5, looking at a quote with Iowa audio and video.
So I can speak real quickly on that. So the owl working with the room is not, doing what we need to do. So we want to mount a fixed camera up on the pillar. So trying to integrate that with, using the same method that did our upgrade on our audio visual system. This camera will help us do what we need to do in terms of, recording and make live recordings.
Okay. Is there a motion to approve the quote as presented?
I move to accept quote as presented.
Motion is second. Is there any additional discussion by anybody?
Yeah, I'd like to, so that'd be a permanent one right up there, and then how will this be utilized?
So the owl then would become kind of, for a place where we have meetings in other places, so like for when the auditor takes over this room for elections or, other things. The owl, at least in theory, should be able to work in the internal boardroom. So that we can sort of keep live meetings as needed.
I might request the use of it too from our pre-construction meetings for various projects. If the contractors would appreciate that.
Perfect, I just want to make sure it's still being utilized.
I've actually kind of excited about that, so it makes a lot of things easier.
Is there no further questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Motion carried. Do we have any DAC permits?
Yes, we're gonna have 4, 29P on 242nd Street, 50P on Pascal, 54 on Linden, and 55 on Oak. We have all of the liability insurances, both certificates, and fees.
Is there a motion to approve the DAC permits?
I move to permit, approve doc permits.
Second.
Motion is second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Motion carried. Brandon, county engineer.
Sure. First thing I want to tell you is B35. Got a request from the contractor that they wanted that closed again tomorrow morning so that they can pour that back in where it's just gravel right now. It would remain closed until Thursday and then we'd open it before the weekend is the plan. If that doesn't work out, I think I'm going to ask him to hold off until after the weekend to try and do it. But right now it looks like we'll be able to get it closed, poured and opened again for the weekend.
Okay.
We're working on, getting all the dust controls graded and ready to go so that we can start getting the dust control contractors going. Besides that, we're getting our shouldering chutes and that kind of stuff ready to go so we can begin doing our shouldering for the spring. And, we'll be starting to haul gravel on our regular routes besides the dust controls after that. So just kind of gearing up to get our spring stuff going. Nothing real specific right now. There's a couple crossroad tubes, sucked some debris in recently here, and we believe it might be a fiber optic that hit them, so I'm gonna have to deal with some utilities to see if they can come out and fix those for us instead of us wasting time on them. But just a bunch of stuff like that, we're dealing with normal springtime things. Other than that, I guess I don't have, oh, there's one more thing. I'm looking at, I'm tired of our trucks getting sent to the dealerships, our big dump trucks, or things that are like a $30 part, but it takes $500 of shop time to get to a $30 part. So I'm looking at various tools and computers that our mechanics can get to take care of some of those. The upfront cost might be $8,000, but with the amount of money we spend sending it off to those shops, that'll pay for itself in the first year by far. So that is something I'm looking at doing here, so. It's a kind of they might be pretty expensive, and it'd be like $2,100 a year for the one we're looking at right now for updates. But I'll bring that to you guys, kind of present it to you all, go through information before I purchase one.
Do any of those make sense to coordinate with any of our other departments?
Yeah, we could definitely help out,
Like the sheriff's department or?
well, it'll read everything but Dodge passenger vehicles, and I think it'll read all the trucks the county, like the dump trucks the county has, so we could help conservation out possibly also reading some of their stuff.
So you may city be interested in.
Possibly, I'm not sure, yeah, it would read most of their stuff too.
Yeah.
That's a good idea.
Any other questions for Brandon?
Yeah, the bridge on the south side is coming in of Plymouth where the road's, falling down. What's the status on that, Brandon?
On the bridge or on the road?
Well, actually, the road where the guardrail leaning down in and the road's kind of sloping down.
Yeah, we're trying to get, it's in the 5-year plan, and that you guys will be approving here pretty soon once the DOT gets back to me on clearing it. This also gets applied for safety funds every year, so either it'll get done in the 5-year plan or it'll get done with safety funds in the near future. So it's definitely in the process of, we're trying to get the plans all drawn up on it in case we get the safety fund, so we're definitely working on getting that done. Something has to happen there either way.
Anything else for Brandon?
Yep.
An oversight on my part, I skipped over item 6, which is an engagement letter with Allers and Cooney. Wondered, Tom, do you want to speak to this?
Sure. Developer Ranger Power is currently seeking a generating certificate from the Iowa Utilities Commission. Some of us attended a informational meeting last week. This would allow us to, submit ourselves, and it's called intervene in the process as a party to their application process. Allow us to, I guess, for lack of a better term, present our ordinance, how Cerro Gordo County wants to deal with large scale renewable energy. I did talk to the county attorney, who concurred with hiring outside counsel for this. Also want to note the public can submit comments to the IUB website, case specific to this case. If the citizens want to submit any comments to this, but this is hiring our knowledge and clean records of the county in the process.
Is there a motion to approve the engagement letter with the law firm?
You can say that something like that. I do. If you
We got a motion. Is there a second? Can you hear us, Chris?
Yes, I thought it made the motion.
Okay, no problem. So, yep, all right. So motion by Watts, second by Carl G. Knapp. Any additional discussion? Hearing none, all in favor, say aye.
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 Aye, motion carried. Correspondence, communication, any announcements? Hearing none, is there a motion to adjourn?
I move to adjourn.
Got a motion by Carl, second by Watts. Any discussion? Hearing none. All in favor, say aye.
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 We're adjourned. Thank you.
Thank you, Jonathan.